Hey guys, what's cracking? Godsman here. Welcome back to Divines Deluxe Season 4, aka Deluxe Finals. We're into another very heated match. As the tournament has been progressing, we've had a couple of really solid fights between Kagetsu and Ruka, and then subsequently between Michiru and Mide, right? They were such heat. The new card reveals, sometimes they weren't that great, but other times they've been really good. Now today, we've got both in equal categories as one of the most anticipated fights, potentially ever since the first season of Divines, Suo versus Erika. This is a grudge match that has been brewing ever since the events of Season 1, and I am so happy that we're finally here to see what happens when they collide, and honestly for Erika to get a chance to vent about her feelings and some of the trauma from those events, because I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy losing your brother. I don't know what that's like, but to anyone who does, holy crap. Now, with me today, I've got Mr. Blankmeyer man himself. It's Zenon. How are we doing, brother?
Hello. At first, I must apologize. I am the reason why this video is coming out so much later. However, I could not miss this. So, as excited I am for this episode, I am also not concerned, but the opposite. It's just because this episode for me is a win-lose. It is my two favorite characters in Divines going against each other. So I get one win, but my other favorite also loses.
Yeah, it just all more to the credit of why, I wanted you here for this one. We were willing to wait. And honestly, it's kind of funny because these are two fated ones fighting, so fate's going to be kind of a thing here. But as if fate itself kind of ordained it, did you know that Blankmeyer had returned the subs to 0 again? I heard about that.
Did it?
Yeah, he did. He returned the subs to 0 for like a few hours, so we couldn't have even done it anyway on time. We wanted to. Do you believe that? Do you believe the odds? And don't tell me the odds. Like, literally last night, I made a YouTube post letting everyone know that we were going to have to be delayed. And when did you know it? I guess the universe agreed with it. So this was fated to happen. So do not worry one iota, Zenon. This was meant to be. And I'm really happy to be watching this with you. Now, moving on from that here, predictions wise, a lot of predictions is going to be coming into the dialect and of course the cards on display. Now the big question on everyone's mind is going to be, what does Liael Draconis do? Because Liael Draconis is going to be the long awaited retrain for Liael Amorta. Liael Amorta being a unfortunately subpar boss unit from set 2 Divines, albeit perhaps even more unfortunately a stupendous guardian unit for Rezael. So she wasn't really legitimate as her own deck up until this stage. And finally, we might be able to see what happens when Liael gets a proper upgrade and a Bulwarker support that makes her competent in the modern era. So I hope they go big with this one, right? Last week with Dradshield, it was Chef Boyardee, just one of the most perfect retrains that I could imagine to really accelerate it up to the modern level of play, but not exceed it by any means. So Zenon, what do you think? Liael being one of the units that you really like and Erika being one of your favorite characters, what do you expect from this fight, both in effects and also in character dialogue?
So, obviously, we're gonna get Erika herself kind of. I've seen some people put it in a good way. At least, Erika is justified in how she feels towards Suo, but she may be unjustified in the person she is antagonizing, because, as we all know, the Suo that killed her brother also ended up killing himself in that whole just black hole eclipse of doom from the original Fate Clash. So, technically, it's not the same. It's technically not the same Suo that took her brother away from her, but she is still free to feel angry at. However, going to what I think Liael does, most likely it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to be a new copy of a similar copy to Nexus, where it allows, and even technically like Levidras and Rezael, where you're able to even play it in the ride deck. So as long as you get an original copy into Soul, or it could possibly be like Varga, where it is a turn 4 card. Now, the main thing about it is does it A, have its own divine skill, or does it copy the original? And B, what will its on attack skill do? Will it call 2 from bind? Will it bind 2, call 2 from deck? Or maybe like a whole column? I don't think it'll do a whole column because
Ishtir is a restand for your column, right?
Yes.
So
that would
that
make
makes
it
sense.
redundant.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or
I will
like-
say a lot of people talk about doing that 2 bind, right? Because it's like it feels like everyone's doing the aggressive element of Liael, where like more attacks, more call.
You know, I feel like because at least one of the big problems that original Liael had was it simply lacked power. It could swing a lot, but it didn't have the power to swing.
5k to front row? By effect?
It could give like extra power to the front row, or it could even have like when it it's similar to Liel's like original skill, but it simply just slaps extra power on the called unit and itself.
Ooh, oh yeah, that could be like maybe they each get 5k, or if the opponent's grade 3 is 10k, and so that's nice because unfortunately one of the issues with Liael is that like now that it's somewhat tied to Gabuelius, which is probably going to bring us to our next point cumulatively. Now that it's tied to Gabuelius in and of itself, like he is a really big beater, but he's also somewhat of an expensive card, right? If you're trying to use the CB skill to like get its maximum power, and you only get power from the first skill from Soul Blast and if you bot deck, so it's like she could get pretty good power lines, but it's conditional, and Liael herself is generally very weak, as you're saying, right? So yeah, that could really cook there. I wonder about a toolbox for the bind zone, right? Because right now there's 2 things with the bind zone that feel very lacking in Liael's strategy. One, we don't get enough binds because that's preventing us from using the original Liael's Guardian Circle skill. So I'm not even going to say whether or not Liael has a Guardian Circle skill. I almost feel like I kind of wish it doesn't, so it'll just take the reins as a true Vanguard, and original Liael's just a Guardian for you, which I know feels bad for original Liael, but Bushy did this, not us. But then on the other hand, right, I also want some toolboxing in the bind zone. I want ways to superior call from the bind zone, maybe alternative ways to get binds in there aside from just Liael binding of her own merit and needing to rely on hostage order. Beyond that, it's a little janky. Maybe also like some sort of ramp based on bind zone, because right now the only thing that like a card being present in the bind zone does is it lets certain cards get more power, right? So Ideas and Salvar like that. What's up?
Say Liael had just an act skill, bind a card from hand, draw 2.
Wow, that would be a pretty powerful act skill for sure. That sounds like a ride line thing. Which I don't think we'd get a new, like, do we get a new ride line? I feel like that'd be weird if we got a new ride line. This ride line's really modern, right?
So I don't see us getting a ride line retrain of any of the current divines.
Now, yeah, again, that's true. Blame writing it either.
Anything is possible because Ride Line got an update by the 6th set. So again, anything's possible. But
yeah,
I truly believe Liael's Ride Line is decent as it's good because I mean it draws a lot. Because I think like what the grade 1 is draw 2, discard a normal unit.
And then from there you bot deck 3 and draw 1 from the grade 2 from the ride line. So that's like a cumulative like +2, and you're doing some like cycle back or whatever. Like it's a really up-to-date ride line. So I don't want a new ride line for that. One other thing about this is we have to talk about the elephant in the room with Liael, right? Which is Gabuelius. So this Gabuelius has such an impact in the deck that their retrain is literally a fusion of the 2 cards. That's why she has blue hair and his headdress crown on top of her. Is because their souls have united. So maybe there's something very specific with Gabuelius. Like for instance, I don't want to go this way because Dragold has sort of done this already as it is, but giving a rear guard a drive check, but if it's Gabuelius, it lets it keep twin drive or something, just to be that way. But that's one way they could take it. One of the craziest things that people have been mentioning on stream and whatnot is that there's a D-Legion. And Liael D-Legions with Gabuelius, which Gabuelius has no Vanguard skills, so I'm not really sure if that's like super effectual, but it is cool in concept. It does throw back cards into deck, which is good for Liael, right? Because Liael wants to keep recurring so you can keep seeing targets. So more than anything, it just needs some stability. I think it's more card advantage, more power, more stability, just a lot on every front here. And I just want the system to feel really smooth, right? While they're doing it, because Liael can get very clunky, unfortunately. So if they can butter her up and make her fire on even greater cylinders than ever before, then it'd be really solid. So I don't have too much of a prediction there. I mean, I feel like an extra drive tech is going to come from something, like maybe even whether it's giving Gabrielia's twin drive or she herself gets a drive or something. I feel like it's going to get an extra drive because just about everything in standard right now is getting a drive, but I don't know what it would come from. I'm just going to throw out a guess that Gabrielia's gets twin or something, but that's the most I can imagine. But oh, dude, it'd be so cool if we could like call from bind zone or something, or like they bind more, but then they have ways to call themselves from bind zone. Oh man, that would be cooking. That would be some Gear Chronicle level kind of stuff right there. I'd be so into it, but you're gonna have to see. Any other last minute predictions on your end, Zena?
No. Well, my at least predicting who is going to win. I do predict Erica will win this.
Yeah, coldest take in the Big 25, dog. We all know it. It was such a cold take.
Yeah.
I didn't even pull it in YouTube. I didn't even bother pulling it because unlike Ruger versus Kagetsu, that was actually pretty contentious. One last thing I guess to mention is bingo, right? We're still on that bingo. Now I want to bring up bingo here because there's actually a few things that in the bingo card that is really banking on this match, right? We have a potential for character OST revamp with Liael potentially because as we know, the 5th track in the Divinez soundtrack album is a Sedanig was the name of it, right? For Liael Amorta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so that one could get a revamp. New Gabrielius is on the table, I guess. No, I'm not counting Liael Draconis. That's her name, by the way. I'm not counting Liael Draconis as New Gabrielius. Anyone who says that, stop it. It doesn't count. And then Etika wins deluxe wouldn't be happening here, but Etika wins deluxe needs her to win this match in order to make it happen. So by proxy, it's banking on this.
Honestly, so, that one column, like that right side column, has a good chance of winning.
Oh yeah, and depending on how like this goes, we could actually just get the top column as well today, huh?
Oh yeah,
the top row. I mean, yeah. Shoot, yeah, but yeah, that right side column, it's feeling like it's pretty happening. Like this is definitely a very feasible bingo. We didn't get bingo on the last one, unfortunately, but Chad and I made sure we were out for some success here.
We could also get the middle one at any time, just when Planet Cray gets mentioned.
Planet Cray happens even a little bit, right?
Because like Gabrielius was the only the closest thing we had to Cray in the original season.
Oh, actually, now that you think about it, if one of the characters talks to their unit, does that count as a Planet Cray cameo? If their astral form is talking to their unit?
Let's just let's just hope Kuon just decides to talk about Planet Cray for some reason this season.
We're just okay. We're just out for it, bro. All right, I see you, Zenon. Let's win. Okay, episode start. This is unironically probably the most anticipated of the 4 fights.
Oh yeah, because it feels like it has the most weight behind it.
Mm-hmm. This is very similar to Kuon versus Akina, where this fight has been something we needed from even before the season began. Ow, well, in no uncertain terms, huh? Is that a bang dream? That might be a bang dream.
I'm pretty. I feel it feels like a bang dream. Just
the way that their cadence, right? It feels like it. But yeah, I mean, you have a point there, Zenon. The fact that she's at least already acknowledging the fact that she probably is not justified in her hatred. Oh, God. By the way, there's gonna be a lot of trauma in this episode, chat. So brace yourselves. I know we are. It's not that Suo, girlfriend. Eat bananas. Wait, what? No, for real? Gabrielius talks?
She might be imagining it.
From within her, okay.
Oh, no, right.
Dude. No imagination here.
君の人生に部外者である私が影響を与えるのは違うだろう。だからそっと見守り続けようと決めていたのだ。だが君が過去のことで悩んでいたのでな、つい出てきてしまった。
Like a true Cosmo Dragon, Keter Best Nation.
君の傷は私の罪でもある。君は私のことは恨んでいないのか？
He is a part of this.
運命対戦を行ったのは私だ。君の兄も呼び継ぎスオも運命対戦参加者すべてが私とシビルとの戦いに巻き込まれ
Yeah,
た
the
被害
Destined Showdown even had some head-ass stuff going on.
恨みをどこに向ければいいのか、そもそも恨むことが正しいのかもわからない。
Boom.
ままならないものだ、気持ちというものは。長く生きた私でさえ自らの気持ちに答えを出せないことの方が多い。
だったらどうすれば？
そのままでいい。無理に整理をつける必要はない。今抱いているありのままをぶつけてみればいいのではないか。
ありのまま。
大丈夫。私たち
Emotions
が
aren't
つ
the
いてい
reality.
る。
Damn. Oh wait, Liael Dracona is being born from this moment. That'd be so sick. Liael, Amorta, Digivolves too. Liael Draconis. Digimon, digital monsters.
Digital monsters.
They are the champions. Oh yeah, it's happening. She's digivolving, dude. She's doing the fusion dance.
Or is this like a DNA digivolution? Crossover,
dude.
whatever.
全力でぶつかってくるといい。
That's so sick.
これまであいつとは極力関わらない。
Imagine
You
she's a
gotta
great.
confront
No,
your
she's not a grade 4. We've already been confirmed. She's a grade
Yeah, we saw her grade. It's 3.
でも
She's probably going to be a ride deck unit, let's be real. A lot of these are worth it as ride deck units. Whoa.
Yeah, you better
watch
keep an
out,
eye on
Luca.
her.
You're going to fight her
She's
next
gonna kick
round.
your butt next round.
Oh, she's coming for you, dude. She's going all the way to the top. I kind of like her. She had lived.
You know, a lot. Yeah. You might want to sit down.
She knows more. She spent more time in a hospital than her own house. I'll give that as a statement. Point of fact.
だからこそ向き合う。
Ooh.
別世界のことだとしても、俺の過ちは俺のものだ。
Peak. Effing peak.
And this is why he's also one of the best characters.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. He's the coolest character in this entire tournament.
俺とあいつが未来へと進むために。
Oh, the music kicks in as he's saying that. Dude, can I just say, Suwo was speaking such heat in the Susune fight, and he's going to speak such heat in this fight too. I can't wait. Let's go.
行ってくる。
Fighto, let's go. Is Susune going to be there? Come on, let Susune be there. Cheer him on.
スオさんの優勝。
Yeah, let's go. It's so cute.
一人のスズネという人間として。
But also,
Yes, sir.
as a favorite.
Well, am I your other God? How could we ever watch this without you, Zenon?
取ってくださいね。
This is your one who changed me. Shush! She said shush! That's funny.
Like,
I mean,
don't
you
say anything
smile.
like that.
She's like, don't you sass me, Susune. The Destiny girl. God, that almost feels backhanded.
Yeah.
Unironically, that's what like a couple people were calling me as well, which is rough. The Phantom Samurai. See, now that's a title. Come on, make it a good fight, Suo. Oh, the uncle's there. Nice.
I mean, of course, I feel like even now, like his nephew is finally actually living. He needs to watch this, see this.
Yeah, I'm definitely. Be such a shame. Stand up, Vanguard. Oh, Belnista. Okay, she's still wearing same ride line then.
Yeah.
ビルニスタ。
俺のターン。
Okay, so he's going
ホロラ
first.
プターにライ
Well, that usually means they lose.
私のターン。アドルファスにライ
I'm sorry, Zenon. I know we both root for them.
The,
I
only one who went. I mean, hey, look, Mitsuru went first and won.
私のお兄ちゃんは
Oh yeah, that's true.
私の体を治すために運命対戦に参加して、そして呼び継ぎスオの願いによって消えた。
知っている。
私は呼び継ぎスオのことを心の底から憎ん
Shoot,
だ。
you called him a monster.
でも分かってるんだ。 それは今のあんたとは違う。
Yep.
別の世界のあんただって。
本当にそうか。お前の気持ちはそんな理由で解決できるものな
Yeah,
のかと。
he's like, I know you actually hate me. Emotions don't go away that bad. Like that easily.
ベイカントファングにライド。
Dorado.
ベドロークをコール。
Oh, I wanted to see if you could see cards.
ベドロークでアタック。
I'm pretty sure he did. He's
Oh yeah, he
Suo.
hit. You can see it right there. Not only is it Suo, but check it out here.
ベドロー
Yeah, you got a stack. Looking at his stack right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got a couple cards in
クで
there.
アタック。
Cool.
So, also, you know, honestly, I mean, she could probably have a reason to, because without,
ガード。
her, like, Erika intervening, this Suo would have also killed her brother.
Oh, that's actually true. Now that you mention it. Whoa.
そんなものか。
Well, then again, this Suo is kind of interesting because Suo has changed as a person, right? He's walked away from Zero. So, there is a forgiveness element at the same time.
私のターン。
I feel like he's now, like,
エルゼニアで
kind of pushing her on to just let out all of the anger.
ターンへ。
Yeah, it's complicated. I mean, he's kind of acting like a knight, like a paladin, you know? He's enduring all the punishment. It's
あ
honorable.
の時運命対戦で勝っていたら間違いなくお前の世界と同じことを願ってい
Then
た。
on, you said the thing.
無に返せと。
Oh, Jesus.
明道明菜を
Oh, Jesus. Suo, come on, man. She's about to throw down the cards and fist fight you, you know?
ブラグドマイヤーはどうあろうがお前の
Are your
兄の
brother's
仇だ。
enemies?
全てを消し去る俺たちの無を
Jesus!
その目で見ろ。根源へ至る万象
Bunch of moo.
ライド。
Okay,
Right
so he rides a Blind Mire in the ride deck still.
Yep. As he honestly should.
ボミングジャ
Oh,
グラー
that's a lot. Okay. Bombing Juggler, that's
Oh,
a new
new
one.
card?
New card.
全てを無へ。ブラグドマイヤーであ
3 attack.
スキル発動。
Wait. Oh, he spared on CB because he wants to use Alchemist. Or Wizard, I mean.
ブラグドマイヤーの
Wizard,
パワープラス1万。
ノーガード。
Ooh.
ファーストチェック。
Crit incoming. Still playing Bait Hacker, dude. Ooh, Draw Trigger, okay.
Yeah.
のパワープラス
Bait
1万
Hacker, what the hell, man?
ジャグラーでアタック。スキルでパワープラス
Okay, what does this card do?
ノーガード。
Well, it's 10, so now it's 30k.
That's like a Colossus.
ジャグラーをソウルに置くな。
That is exactly like Colossus.
Colossus!
プラス5000。
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Does it get power instead of draw, and that's the difference? Ooh, that's aggressive then.
Yeah.
ソウルから1枚手札に加え
Honestly, I think I might prefer that.
ターンエンド。
あんたとどう向き合おうか
Give me my draws!
考えてた。呼び継ぎスオのことは嫌いだけど、それはあんたからしたら
But plus 5k, man. The Erika meme brought to life. Suo is throwing everything back at her, including her own memes.
迷惑かけたくないとかいろいろ。
Oh.
そっちがその気ならもう
Jesus.
しない。
But you know
死
what?
んだろうがするもんか。
He just wants you to fight at your full potential, dude.
絶対に許さない。
最初からその必要などない。
呼び継ぎスオへの憎しみ、全部叩き込んでやる。
Damn. Let's go.
ガブエリウス、
This is gotta be Draconis, right?
私の背中を押して。
ああ、共に行こう。
God, Cabrales is so cool. He sounds like he would be a mecha. Yep, there it is.
ここに聖なる時の運命者
Sacred
リエル
time.
ドラコニスに
Let me see. Raido!
Ah, dang.
Damn.
The one thing it doesn't do is it doesn't
Aw.
have the
Yeah, you're right. No eye wing thing.
yeah.
必ずお前を潰す。
Damn, Suo's strategy is interesting here.
リエルのスキル発
Oh,
動。
something.
Okay.
リア
Something.
ガードのアイディラスをバインドし。
Wait, binds during main phase?
ドライブプラス1。
Whoa! Hey, it does get drive. Everything gets drive in this format, man.
アルモーブをコール。
Okay, wait.
New card.
デリジアルをコール。
Okay, new card. Whoa, okay, you're doing a lot here. So she did main phase bind, so she's ramping binds and deck combo to Ididas.
アイディラスでアタック。
And Ididas should get the power right away now, so that's good. That's an increase of power.
アルモーブをソウルに入れて、このターン
Okay.
中前列リアガードのパワープラス5000。
Ooh, more of the Erika special. Plus 5k, baby.
そんな
Hmm. You sure this is the way to do it, Suo? I don't believe in the plan. Okay, okay. That's remained the same so far. Oh, is that just the same skill? Alright. Hmm. Okay. Persuasive. Anything more? Hmm. So some main phase setup, but pretty basic, all things considered. She discarded the Gabuelius, which is a little surprising to me, but she wasn't at the damage necessary for it yet. Well, I mean, he lost his family too. Yeah. I mean, you never knew what drove this man to be who he was. One who walks away from zero. Best character in the season.
One episode. It took him one episode. Come on. Are you not gonna play the cool version of the Apollo? Like, give us the orchestral organs.
Nah, that was a one-time deal, I guess. We might still get a cool version instead of Nick, though, believe. Oh, man. I still love that sound.
Like the ding.
Yeah, the dong. There's something otherworldly about it. Right? Oh god, two bait. Two mind baits. Okay, so she threw her constant guard out. Okay, so $5 says regular Liael is about to block the hell out of this.
I think she added one to hand.
Oh, okay, that's still his. Yeah,
she did
gets
the cool
right. Yep, that's cool. Oh, this is gonna be a callback. Wouldn't it be even surprised they do a little flashback? Damn. Yes, sir! Got him! By the way, Suo, this is a counter pick. We only got 3 cards left. That's still not good enough yet. You can still die. Oh, they always see the crit. Skill Hatsu. Oh, on the line! Holy crap! Sheesh.
幼い時に家族を失ったって。でもそれが何？だからお兄ちゃんを奪ったことを許せって。そんな風には思わない。
Yeah, it's true.
俺も許されたいとは思っていない。
Different worlds, same
俺た
tragedy.
ちはそれでいい。
傷を負ったまま、罪を抱えたまま生きていくってこと？
そうだ。
その道の先に何があるの？
わからない。
そんなの
Acceptance.
傷だらけで迷ってるだけじゃん。
だが道は続いている。
何それ？
迷いながらでいい。どんな過去を背負おうと信じた未来へ手を伸ばす。
Even if it's a fate ray of hope.
そうだね。
俺はお前に勝ってアキナと戦いたい。
私はあんたに勝って優勝をつかみ取りたい。
One of these is coming true.
すべてをかけて目の前のやつに勝つだけだ。
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, the Suo Riz is kind of incredible, dude. That charisma.
厳しい状況だな。手札もリアガードもない上にヴァンガードの能力すら消えている。
Oh, I'm glad they're chiming in considering she's representing Ankle Bolt. That's cool. Well, Persona Ride. Yeah, Persona Ride.
Yeah.
ライドし直せれば能力が戻る。
Yep. That would be a hell of a... It would be the first time she top decked Liael. Ain't that right, Zenon?
Paltly all at the top.
Exactly. She did it with the frickin' the Blitz order too. Oh yeah, it's coming.
Now imagine if Suo played Arwim.
Oh god. Don't say that. This is the moment. This is the moment. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that she acknowledges the struggle of her unit there. This is kind of a Cray thing, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of a Cray cameo. We might have bingo. We might have bingo. Zona de Rairo. Liael. Darkonis. Nice.
So, okay, my bet is that it has its own line skill.
Oh, like Varga. Wait, oh, that's a sub error. She said drive plus Ichi. But she can buy for the drop zone for that. So no critical, it's a drive. I hear that.
Yeah.
Can you still get back from this situation?
Oh, that's right. So, no, okay. I think what happened, like the thing is, the skill is she can bind anything and then call from her deck anything in the bind zone.
Wow. That's good. And ow, pretty bad drives. Okay, but Gabwillius can pull something.
Divine. Yeah.
Divine skill.
Also,
hey,
I'm pretty sure this is like, and also, I'm pretty sure this is like not the same. It's been changed a little, not too much, but
a little enhanced. Even that's a whiff? Oh no! Come on, it's not over yet. Let's go. Man, Suo and Gabwilly is such bros. Nice guard. Don't matter. Come on. Come on, pull it. Break through. Oh, that's good animation. Oh, cool. Oh, dude, that's Gabwillius. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's awesome. Suddenly, nuclear explosion on Cray. Anime finished.
And then
Nice fight. Nice fighting. That's a good fight.
that is it.
Dakota.
Why did Suo just come in and steal the best fight of this season? Like, how are we topping this?
That's amazing. Oh, that was a great fight. Damn, Suo was talking mad heavy. They just walk away. Whoa.
They don't say anything.
Ow.
Can
you please let it slide forever? Foreshadowing, maybe? Dark Rezael, maybe? The meme realized? I don't know. Agreed. Honestly, I like that better. That was the best of the three so far. That actually kind of got me on my toes a bit.
Again, why does Suo just come in and steal the best fights of the season?
Not only that, he takes out all the subs, as in subtitles, and also Suo just doesn't seem to be able to guard attacks. He just has bad hand. Alright, and now explain Draconis. Still doing this. This is so weird considering they're actually like two halves of the same hole now. That's a great art. Dude, binding for the drop zone for a drive is nice. Although you have to discard. From the bind zone. Oh.
No, check back that again. Because I think it says,
yeah, let's check that again. When attacking by binding a rear guard. Call a card with the same card name from the bind zone. Is it another error from the subs or something after the whole critical drive?
It might be because again, she would always say she called from like the deck.
Yeah, because she was calling from the deck. That's weird. Maybe it could be either or.
We'll have to wait till Tuesday.
Oh, a little making me Yugioh moment. That's nice. Oh god, yeah. Poor Now hadn't watched this. Sorry, girl. Well, Zenon. The title is King of Darkness.
Now I don't know if it's just because it's like Rezael going against the leader of Blackout, or something. I trust we haven't received it. Look.
Okay. So, I wanna. Okay, there's a few things to talk about here, but before we get to that, can I just say, I think on this final theme, I think I heard a little bit of a revamp of the Sedanig theme because I think it got extended a bit.
Yeah. It got extended. Like they added more instrumental stuff. Like, and I've listened to that song a lot. Yeah, it's definitely not the same as the original. Even if they played the full original version, that's not the same.
Gotcha. Okay. In which case, that's one cross off. Everything else is off the table. Gabrielius is the exact same as he's always been. Good. And we're still on track for this bingo right here too, potentially. Now. Moving on from that, what'd you think of the episode?
It's the best one so far, and I honestly do not see it being beaten for the foreseeable future.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, the Akina Michiru one could face it. Like that we could get some heat from that fight for sure, man. But yeah, this was definitely a bit next level, and it's 100% because of the characters. Suo, I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of stressing me out a little bit the way he was talking like a villain right there, man. I was like, what are you doing, homie? He sounded a little psychotic, right? Like I knew it was an a semi act to try and like get her riled up so she would actually fight him directly, and in so doing face her problems. Very admirable of him, right? Although very scary at the same time. But still, it was a freaky moment. It was a good moment. And then there's that bit where they're having like the collision, and then the animation is really cool, so it panels down to Nexus, and then there's that moment where like she's connecting with Liael, and like they digivolve. It's so cool. The moment where like after she persona rides, Erika does, right, and then the feathers start falling over the place. That is just like, it feels almost exactly like the feathers that fell when Rezael did his miracle, and he proceeded to like defeat Suo in the Fated Clash. What a callback. So many callbacks. Holy crap. And y'all didn't see it because, for copyright reasons, we can't show it, but that's the best ending we've had so far by a mile. So much symbolism, so much duality. The fact that both Erika and Suo are holding the umbrella, they're both crouched down in this despair in their bedrooms, right, as young kids. It's like there's so much like comparison between the two of them, right? It's fascinating, really, how the chemistry of these characters really hadn't been explored, I think, adequately. So I'm so happy that they tapped into that potential a lot here. But let me not overtake the conversation completely. Zenon, what would you like to say on this? As you said, it's the best one of the season, but what's your favorite moment here, and what do you think of Liael?
I do like the new Liael. I like the new Liael a lot. I will admit, I think Suo wasn't playing as best as like Suo I've seen play. Like if we compare it when he was fighting against Shizune, and at least when he was fighting against Shizune compared to now, or even some of his other, it's like I knew it was happening the moment like the whole season started. I knew the moment. Honestly, it was a really good episode because I'm having a hard time finding my words to describe the episode.
Right. It just kind of hits you in the feels where it's like you can feel the impact of it, but not necessarily be able to articulate it into words. I know exactly what that's like, brother. And realistically, that's what a good fight is, huh?
Yeah. Like again, I said, I'm happy and I'm sad. from my two favorite characters, one of them won, but the other couldn't win.
Yeah.
Stuck.
And honestly, I love Suo as a character. I think even more than Erica, right? So like it does hurt a little for that he has to like take defeat here, but he did it in like he took defeat in such a graceful way. Like man, like he is a fighter. In pure sense of the word.
Even if he lost this fight, he's still a winner in my heart because it's not like how he lost against
Kuon when he jobbed. When he jobbed, that job was pretty bad, right? He has definitely redeemed himself, and you know he's made some friends along the way, like Suzune, right? So it's a good feel for Suo. He definitely gets a nice send off on this, and Erika gets to continue the tournament, which I've said many times. I think Erika's going to win this tournament. I'm rooting for her to make it all the way to the top and even beat Akina because I feel like she wants it the most. She hungers for it the most. She's hungrier for it than Michiru. She's hungrier than Ruka, hungrier than Akina even.
Here's the definite thing. I don't see how she loses to Ruka. Well, I don't story-wise or even gameplay. Story and gameplay-wise, I do not see how she loses to Ruka.
Yeah, and same here. If the finals is like Ruka versus Akina, I'm gonna crash out low key because that is not what the openings promised for us at all. Now, having said that, I do think the Ruka fight with Etika, that is going to be a little bit interesting because a lot of these fights have some sort of theme behind them, right? But when it comes to Ruka and Etika, we have two strangers, more or less. And even in like their backstories and how they fight, they feel like diametric opposites, but not even like so much opposites that that's the theme in of itself. They're just like completely they're not mutual in any capacity. So I don't know what that fight's going to be like. And because of that, I don't think anyone's talking about this fight and there's nothing to anticipate with it, right? Is there anything you can think of that would be sort of like a cool through line or symbol to like latch onto to make this fight more interesting from like the 300-foot view?
I honestly don't really know.
Yeah, right? Like, the only thing they have in common is that they're Vanguard's triple drive.
now we have... and what is it? Now we have Liael with a 4-drive turn.
It's true. As a matter of fact, if you're willing to CB3, you can get, like, 5-drive, right? No, you can't because Gap can't go twice. Never mind. I'm wrong about that. Yeah, so it is a 4-drive turn. I was about to be like, CB3 combo is reborn, died with Vase, is born anew with Liael. But yeah, okay, so, but I guess it actually is still CB3 combo, right? If you're trying to like just do 2 of her like, assuming she still counterblast, right? To do the whole bind call, I bet she does. So just doing that, yeah, that's still CB3, but it just, that's just like, you know, nerdy TCG stuff, right? That's not for the episode react. Overall, I'm pretty okay with Liael, right? Now I think Liael isn't that strong of an upgrade. It doesn't seem like she gets that big of numbers, and it is a good quality of life upgrade to be able to like bind preemptively. But I need to see some of the details and nuance here, right? So card advantage wise, if you're binding from the drop zone, it's a break even to get that drive. Decent. It's a -1 if you're doing it from the field, unless you use like the skill of Idarus to proc for it, in which case it's still just break even again. So it's really just a setup skill and to get you some drive pressure.
Now,
but wait, actually, no, hold on a second. Xenon, it is a 5-drive turn. On a divine skill turn, it's 5-drive, right? Because the Liael. It's a 5 drives. 5 drives. Let's go. Holy crap, man. That's crazy. But anyway, what were you gonna say before?
So the one thing I can't tell is did she just happen to have 2 Idris in hand? Or if Liael binds a rear guard for its axe skill, does she also then call an additional copy?
Oh, if she could do that, that changes the whole story. Holy crap, can you imagine? Like, bind from drop and call from deck? Ooh.
I know, no, I don't know if it'll do calling from if you bind from drop, but if you bind from rear. Because I swear she didn't.
Card advantage.
Do we want to just quickly check back at least on her?
Yeah, all right. Let's check back real quick here. This is interesting, right? So she's already doing Oh yeah, okay, so she's already comboing.
リーエルのスキル発動。
Okay.
リアガードのアイディラスをバインドし、手札を1枚捨ててドライブプラス1。そしてバインドされたアイディラスのスキルで1
Oh,
枚ドロー。
okay.
アルモーブをコ
So
ール。アイディラス。
she did just
Oh yeah, she was
call
holding on to
have
that.
to-
Holy crap,
Okay,
the high roll. Holy crap, that is some delicious high roll right there. Can I just say, man? Woo! Okay, I mean, you know, true Liael players will be able to open up the double Iditus too, right, Smile? Unless you just drew that off top deck, in which case, crazy good. But that's besides the point. I think we've definitely spoken enough about this. Overall, the best fight we've had so far in the season. Really good. I'm glad that they had a good closure and honestly a very mature theme at that. The fact that Suo says, look, I'm not going to lie, I don't think this is a problem that can be fixed, but I'll tell you what anyone has to do in life. They keep moving on. Like that is a very mature and realistic theme. We can, like, even though we can tackle these problems, tackling these problems head on doesn't always mean that we're going to have an easy solution. And even if it's and moreover, right, it is a indiscernible solution. It feels like we don't really know what it is we're chasing for exactly. We just have to do the act of chasing, right? You know, I've got a little bit of a Bible quote there, right, where it says, if you knock on the door, he will answer, right? It's kind of like that. In here is the same way, where they both have to kind of knock on the door, especially Etika, because, you know, she particularly is very troubled by all this. So super cool theme there, and I love it. Great episode. All right, that's going to do it for this episode react. If you guys did like this react, then definitely let us know down in the comment section below. And also let us know, who do you think is going to be the victor of the next match? It's Akina. And what you think, if we're going to get any support cards for Rezael, or also some support cards for Magnolia, right? We got support cards for both sides of the aisle in each of these other matches. So I'm almost certain that both of those decks are also going to get at least one support card apiece, right? Even though there is no like big new card debut here, unless Dark Rezael. But no. I would never say that, even though, you know, this name implies the thing, you know, the thing that's on the bingo card, right? Implies the thing that someone could say would lead to the conclusion that it's Dark Rezael. No. I would never say Dark Rezael. Never. Alrighty. If you guys do want some other episode reacts, then definitely catch up on the season prior. We got a playlist for it down below, and also from a bunch of the other Vanguard seasons within the standard era. But if you're looking for the Vanguard content aside from that, well, look no further. It's a one-stop shop for just that. We've got top 10s, discussions, fight nights, custom card reviews, anime reactions like this, a whole shebang, so check it all out. And with that said, take care, and God bless.